Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Now then, about 12 months ago I did a review of this stuff. It's Steel Seal blown head gasket repair liquid. Long story short, we've got a little Nissan Micra. The wife was driving it home on the dual carriageway. The water pump went, overheated. She panicked a bit and just drove it home. Fortunately, it blew the head gasket. We took it to a mechanic. He fixed the water pump, but just confirmed, you know, the head gasket had gone. All the usual symptoms. It ran a bit rough. There was water in the oil, a bit of smeg in the oil, plenty of water vapour in the exhaust, gases, the usual. So he basically recommended, I mean, the car is an old car, it's not worth doing the head gasket on it, so he recommended trying a tin of this in, see what happened. So that's basically what I did. I'll put a link in the description to the old video. So I put a tin of Steel Seal in. I wasn't super happy with the results, but it had calmed things down enough for us to continue to use the car while we looked for another vehicle. And like I say, that was well over 12 months ago. I have had a couple of comments on the old video asking me, you know, how I got on with it, what's it like long term. And I thought to myself, do you know what, I'll wait a good 12 months, see if the thing's still running, and then I'll do a follow-up video. So this is basically it. The car has been stood about 4 months over winter. It's not done a huge amount of miles since the incident. I think it was on about 80,000. We're on about 82,744 now at the moment. The symptoms that it did have, and this is why I wasn't 100% sure that Steel Seal had sorted it, it was still losing a little bit of coolant. It was running a little bit rough, but it was manageable enough that we could, like I say, use the vehicle until we could find a replacement. That was over 12 months ago, and it's still going, and going well enough that I've ploughed some money into it to get it through the MOT, etc. The car is cold at the moment. Like I say, just to show you, it still works. I'll start it up. I mean, it actually continued to run a little bit rough, and the coolant level rose and fell for a good month and a half, 2 months after I put the Steel Seal in. But after that, it sort of calmed down and was manageable. You know, the thing is still going. We'll pop the bonnet in a minute and we'll have a quick butcher's underneath. Underneath the bonnet, let's have a look underneath the oil filler cap. There's no white smeg or anything underneath there anymore. That pretty much disappeared after adding the Steel Seal. Also, let's have a look at the dipstick. There's nothing on the dipstick apart from a bit of oil, which is supposed to be there. Now, I have re-recorded the audio on this part of the video because I wasn't entirely happy with it. I do check the coolant level in the car very frequently, and has been the odd occasion where I've come to it when the engine's been stone cold, that the expansion bottle has been full of coolant and the radiator hoses have collapsed due to a vacuum. This has happened 2 or 3 times top since adding the Steel Seal. Vast majority of the time the coolant level in the car remains the same. The temperature gauge when the engine is running is always bang smack in the middle of the gauge. That never varies. Okay, well, you probably can't tell off the video, but it runs as good as it ever did. I mean, there's a little bit of noise when it's cold, but that disappears when the engine warms up. But it's still running. So well over 12 months later and almost 3,000 miles. Was I a little bit hasty in my original conclusions with regards to Steel Seal? I did say at the end of the video that although I didn't think it had permanently repaired the problem, I did think what it did in my case was buy some time. Now I don't know whether I owe Steel Seal an apology, because you know, over 12 months down the line the car is actually still going. Although I'm not 100% convinced that it's permanently repaired it's pretty damn close. I think in my case it just took a little bit longer for some of the symptoms to calm down, and after 2 or 3 weeks the car was basically perfectly drivable again. Like I say, it does occasionally do some odd things on a really long run, but the car does mainly short trips, so it's not too much of an issue. So the question is, was I overly harsh on this stuff initially? And I think I probably was. I did say that I didn't think it permanently repaired the issue. Like I said, I can't argue with the fact that the car is still running 12 months down the line, really. So I think I'm going to stick my neck out, and I bet the car's going to blow up tomorrow now I've said this, but I'm going to stick my neck out and think, basically, I think this Steel Seal stuff has actually worked. that's basically my experience with Steel Seal. I mean, now you know what it's like long term. It might take a little bit longer for it to work in your vehicle. It might not work at all. But like I say, I can't argue with the fact that, you know, over 12 months and almost 3,000 miles, my little Micra is still going. Anyway, if you found this video of some use and interest, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're feeling that way inclined, hit that subscribe button. It makes a massive difference to the channel. Once again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon. Thank you.